hypothetical situation. We're not all the way dating, but we've been talking through the internet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna fly you to Miami. Me and Jerell, we're going to Miami. I'll fly you out here. I want to see you. And I fly you to Miami. And you're not really going on the fuck tip. It's like we meet, we hang out, whatever. But then when I'm pressing the issue, you're not going for it. So I'm like, good luck getting home.
Yes, right.
Yeah, I guess when I said it like that, say, oh, fuck up.
I mean, because my thing is on one hand.
The story sounded terrible. That nigga cold.
Okay, this is how I look at it. I feel like on one hand, you shouldn't have the expectation of, oh, if I'm flying her out, she should give me sex. Now, she. Okay, wait, let me finish. Let me finish, okay? I feel like on one hand, you shouldn't have that mindset of, okay, if I fly her out, it's guaranteed I need to get sex.
Okay, fair.
But at the same time, if a dude is gonna fly me out and we just started talking, in my mind, I know he's gonna want sex. Mm-hmm. So if I'm gonna take the trip, that means if it's me, if I'm gonna take that trip, in my mind, I'm gonna be like, well, 9 times out of 10, we're probably gonna have sex because I already know what you want. And if I want it too, then okay, yeah, that's
You're
cool.
You're open to the
right. I'm open to the idea. That's, I mean, if it's me
he
personally,
gotta fuck it up.
Right. For me to be like, right. But just because, yeah. But my thing is, I think it is pretty rude for you to fly her out and then you don't get that. Like, okay, well, good luck getting home. It's like.
But a lot of niggas feel like it's rude for you to bring your ass down here.
And I get both sides. I do get that. Because my thing is, why would you accept a trip from him and you know, first of all, he's dishing out money on you to fly you out, put you in a hotel or whatever like that, and you can't. And I'm not saying you should give it up because you don't have to do. As a woman, you don't have to do anything.
No, fast. No,
and you really don't. But at the same time, it's like that should be at the back of your mind.
You just gotta be aware of the position that you're in.
My thing is, if you're gonna say yes, you should know he's expecting sex. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, even if you don't give him sex, my thing is just make the trip good enough where he's like, man, you know what?
It was worth it.
It was worth flying her out. You don't even have to sleep with him, but you can make the trip so good where he's just like, man, she was so dope. Like, I'll fly her out again.
Boy Yates from Atlanta, aka Wakanda. Jerell from Portland, Oregon, you already know. When you deal with so much, it's easy to feel like this is all there is.
A man is somebody who admits that they're wrong and builds on that and grows from that.
Yes, sir. Back at it again. Back at it like a crack addict. Drunk to his podcast in the building. It's your boy Yates from Atlanta, aka the Promised Land.
And I'm your other host, Jerell from City of Rosemary now.
And today we have the remarkable Miss Melanie here to bless us with her wisdom and guidance, through life. And today we're gonna be talking about baecations. So the question is really, vacations is new. It's really a new thing. We talk about our parents and stuff. They weren't going on no vacations, but the idea of a vacation, and now it's slowly kind of become a requirement in relationships. So how do you feel? First off, how do you feel about vacations?
Honestly, I feel like it's a great thing. I feel like if you're dating with somebody, you guys are pretty serious, I feel like everybody should go on a vacation. Because I feel like it's something about a trip, you learn more about a person on a trip. People don't realize, you learn so much about a person. And that's either if you're dating somebody, friendships, no matter whatever you're in, whatever situationship it is or relationship it is, like when it comes to a trip, you learn a lot about a person.
That's why girls break up after Miami.
Well, not my friends, but yes, girls do.
Rare. Y'all rare.
Right, girls do break up.
Why do they break up after they go Miami?
Mostly money, for real. Money and the dudes they deal with. So the girls be going to, from my experience, all the girls I know who done broke up, most of them, they go to Miami, right? A group of good looking women, and they had this plan, like, we're going to go to Komodo, then Poppy Stay, we're going to go to Live, we're going to go to G5. All of these are very expensive establishments. In Miami, is the women who I notice who stay together are women who go down there with money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I will say too, that's probably one thing too, but I will say a lot of people are selfish. Yeah. And people don't know when it comes to a trip, especially in a group of people, you have to learn how to adapt.
Yeah.
You have to be open to going different places and doing different things. But most people, at least girls, when they go on trips, you got one person want to do this thing, one person want to do that thing. So it's like you're going down there, everybody's getting attitudes. It's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. It's like, at least when I go on trips with my friends, we all know how to adapt. Like, okay, y'all want to sleep? That's cool. Let's take it. Like, like we can adapt. But it's like a lot of people can't do that.
Right. And this is the thing about Miami specifically. So they go down to Miami and they have an idea like they don't be talking about what they're gonna do exactly, but we just gonna hit all the spots. It's gonna be up. Now usually in a group, let's say 5 girls. 2 or 3 out of the 5 gonna be super bad, and then 2 or 3 out of the 5 gonna be like okay. And it really get exposed in Miami. So now it's like, all right, when y'all going to the club or something, they be like, yeah, y'all two can get in now. or something, and then them two be like, all right, we going in. I'm like, what do you mean leaving us? It's a group. Like, what do you mean? Like, or do like, yeah, y'all can come to the section, or y'all two can come to the section, or like after it's like, hey, what we doing? They be like, man, why don't y'all two come with us? We doing it. They're like, yeah, we going, and it'd be like a big division. It's like, these bitches got me fucked up. Or they be like, oh, I want to go to Poppy Steak. I want to get a $1,200 tomahawk, and then they do that one night, and then the girl's like, all right, that was fun, we spent a lot of money. They're like, all right, so let's go to Popeyes today. We spent a lot yesterday. Then one girl like, no, I'm trying to do this every night because the dude financing it or whatever for her, And then they're like, it's just interesting. Then they never make it back.
And then the other option that you left out, I don't know, maybe you're trying to be wholesome, but they go down there and fuck around.
Fuck shit, so I guess that's what I should have said. And that's a real thing too.
Yeah,
like, real thing. They go down there and they meet a group of niggas and like, they fuck them. Not all of them. Usually, like certain ones get picked. And then the other ones kind of feel away because usually they leave and fuck them. Like, they don't go back to their spot and hit them there. They be like, hey, look, you trying to ride? We going over here. Or like I said, like, we about to go to live. Y'all two want to go to live? And they be like, yeah, I want to go to live. They hop in. The other was like, what do you mean? They come back 2 days later, like, this shit been a ball. They're like, yeah, we ain't friends no more.
Now, what about like newly dated people? Because I mean, I feel like it's kind of a dumb question to be like, yeah, do you think like, not saying like that's dumb, but like, yeah, of course you're in a relationship, you should take a trip, like, you should do whatever that y'all would do, but like just dating somebody, I feel like that's like also a requirement for like newly
like before
dating.
A relationship.
Yeah, because now it's like, you see all the memes and they're jokes, quote unquote, but most jokes back with you. Yeah, it's kind of like a ha ha ha, but I'm dead ass. Like it's kind of like a don't get a nigga that's a hey, what are you doing? Get you a nigga like I booked the trip type thing. So now it's like it seems like that's more of a requirement also, like with somebody that's freshly new. So how do you feel about like a dude invite you out to a trip or something like that you just started kind of like getting to know?
Okay, but how long have we been talking? Because to me, it's a time, like, I'm not about to... My thing is, if I haven't came to your spot yet, why would I take myself to go on a vacation with you, to spend a night with you, and just be in the same room? That's just me. Right. I'm not about to do that. I mean, I feel like it's steps... For me, personally, I feel like it's steps to it.
So you
like,
have to have already, like, established, like,
a relationship.
Yeah.
A deep, like,
something. Where we're kind of, like, exclusively dating one another. Not just, I meet you now. I mean, it is people who will meet somebody, and next week they flying them out.
I was gonna say, guys, definitely not caring about that deep about it.
But
a lot of those dudes flying them girls out that fast too. Is like a lot of times they haven't got the pussy yet, and the girl is hit them nowadays. They hit them with somewhere. It's like, you talking about you wanna fuck? You ain't gonna put a ring on my finger. You ain't flew me nowhere. You ain't. So they be like, all right, let's go here. And then a lot of times they still don't get the pussy.
That too.
I've heard from
or you'll get, or it might be a future situation.
Oh, where niggas just flying the fuck?
No, I mean, fly out there and then you not with it, and now you
on your own.
Yeah,
is that fucked up?
I'm gonna let her answer that.
Wait, okay, what is it again?
All right. Hypothetical situation. We're not all the way dating, but we've been talking through the internet, whatever. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna fly you to Miami. Me and Jerell, we're going to Miami. I'll fly you out here. I want to see you, and I fly you to Miami. And you not really going on the fuck tip. It's like we meet, we hang out, whatever. But then when I'm pressing the issue, you're not going for it. So I'm like, good luck getting home.
Yes,
yeah, I guess when I said it like that,
I mean, because my thing is on one hand,
the story sounded terrible. It's like that nigga cold.
Okay, this is how I look at it. I feel like on one hand, you shouldn't have the expectation of, if I'm flying her out, she should give me sex. Now, she. Okay, wait, let me finish. Let me finish, okay? I feel like on one hand, you shouldn't have that mindset of, if I fly her out, it's guaranteed I need to get sex.
Okay, fair.
But at the same time, if a dude is gonna fly me out and we just started talking, in my mind, I know he's gonna want sex. So if I'm gonna take the trip, that means if it's me, if I'm gonna take that trip, in my mind, I'm gonna be like, well, 9 times out of 10, we're probably gonna have sex because I already know what you want. And if I want it too, then okay, yeah, that's
You're
cool.
You're open to the
right. I'm open to the idea. If it's me
he
personally,
gotta fuck it up.
Right. For me to be like, right. But just because, but my thing is, I think it is pretty rude for you to fly her out and then you don't get that. Like, okay, well, good luck getting home. It's like.
But a lot of niggas feel like it's rude for you to bring your ass down here.
And I get both sides. sacrifice. I do get that. Because my thing is, why would you accept a trip from him and you know, first of all, he's dishing out money on you to fly you out, put you in a hotel or whatever like that, and you can't. And I'm not saying you should give it up because you don't have to do. As a woman, you don't have to do anything.
Not fast. No,
and you really don't. But at the same time, it's like that should be at the back of your mind.
You just gotta be aware of the position that you put yourself in.
My thing is, if you're gonna say yes, you should know he's expecting sex. And my thing is, even if you don't give him sex, my thing is just make the trip good enough where he's like, man, you know what?
It was worth it.
It was worth flying around. You don't even have to sleep with him, but you can make the trip so good where he's just like, man, she was so dope. Like, I'll fly her out again just to spend time with her.
Yeah, I flew a girl out one time and we didn't have sex, but like it was just, we just did enough and the company was good enough to where it was
where you feel like you didn't waste your money.
Yeah, because it was like we had fun and you know, it was a memorable time, so it's like it's all good.
But if you flying out,
what made you decide to fly her out? I'm sorry.
No, you did.
Should I answer this online or not?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I mean, she looked good and she was talking good, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what's up.
She sounded interesting. We was connecting on levels, and I was just like, and then, you know, I kind of got caught, you know, with my tongue out, so it's kind of like in the sense of like,
oh, she called you bluff.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
You fucked up right
so
there.
I was kind of like, I'll fly you out. She was like, all right, what's up? And I was like, well, I gotta kind of.
That's fair.
I gotta be a man to stand on it. So at that point, I was like, if she give it up, she give it up. She not.
So did you expect for her to have sex with you?
Nah,
was that in the back of your mind?
she already kind of established, like, you know what I'm saying, like. Because we never met before that, so like it was like literally somebody who I just FaceTime and text, so it was like and talk to, so it was like she kind of let it be known, like, you know, like I'm not coming out there just for that type shit. Right. Like it wasn't like a you're not gonna get none, but it was kind of like a, you know, like if it happens type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I never really asked like, yo, like am I gonna hit it when you come? It was kind of like a more so like a hint, like, you know, we're gonna be sleeping in the same bed. Yeah. And you know, like and most girls know we sleep in the same bed. I'm gonna try you. Like,
for sure.
Right.
So I was like, you know, but like you said,
otherwise you can't look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You gonna be looking and say like, who am I?
But like you said though, since I got the floor still like it's the woman, obviously, you know, she doesn't have to do anything, of course. Right. But at the same time, obviously, like I said, she got to know what she could be potentially getting herself into. But I think as a man's role, you can't not like leave her stranded or something like that, or get mad when she don't give it up, because it's like when you take a girl on a date, you pay for a girl to go on a date and then you show up and she shows up and she's just terrible company, like it's just one of those things where you just gotta eat it. You made a bad decision and picked the wrong girl to go on a date with, you know, I pay the bill, I'm just be like fuck you after type shit, but I'm just gonna finish the shit still. But like as a dude, if you know that's what you want, like you gotta just, instead of making it awkward for both of y'all, you know, just straight up get the answer before you pay for the fight. Like make sure, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna find you out, you know.
That's the only time I don't feel bad when I hear the story, because like the way you describe, I agree with. That's lame. Even if it don't work, you should just be playing about, okay, it didn't work, cool, you know, get home safe. Right. But if a girl like dangling the pussy in front of you, like, because even like you said, your tongue kind of got caught in your mouth, where it's like, oh, I'll do this, like in pursuit of getting to know you, and they was like, all right, well, you know, I'm interested if you do. That's completely different than a girl being like, oh, if you really want to see something crazy, fly me out. And then you fly them out, and they're like, oh, I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing you dirty after that. I'm to keep it 100. You ain't finna lie, though.
I feel like it's the way she tell you, because I've never had that happen. Right. I never flown a girl out, but I've flown to a lot of women. And the thing is, it's the respect. It's the respect in how you tell somebody no. You know what I mean? Like I'm completely cool with you telling me no. Like it's never no pressure for no pussy. But like if you was like almost like a look, like if I flew someone out and I pushed the issue and you was like hell nah, it's like, why did you come out here? Like you know what I mean? I would be like, what else we about to do? Yeah. If they like, oh, we gonna hang out, get those, I'm like, I don't even want to no more, because this shit a little. Now I probably would have, you know, we would have hung out before. I would have made sure there was some type of a connection before. Like it's not like you just land. I'm like,
and you pull straight up to the hotel.
Right.
But if we really vibing real strong, and it's like, you like, I showed you a good time, I did all this. It's not even like the second shit like that. It's just like, I know you want to fuck me. Why aren't you gonna fuck me? Or if you straight up don't want to fuck me, I wouldn't have felt the way. Right. But if you moving like you really want to fuck me and you not gonna fuck me, and you don't got a reason why you not gonna fuck me outside of like no. Right. Well, I I never want to see you again. I would probably let you get home, but it's the chance if it was disrespectful, like hell no, it ain't.
Okay, and I get that, but at the same time, I feel like if y'all gonna offer to fly a girl out, I feel like either way you're taking a gamble. It's a gamble. You might get some, it's a gamble you might not get some. So I feel like if you're gonna put it out there, like, hey, let me fly you out, and like in the back of your mind, you need to realize I might get some pussy and I might not.
Right.
But if but I will say, but I do agree with you. But if she's just pretty much giving it to you, like you fly me out, I'm gonna give you all this good. So and so. Okay, but at the same time, don't leave her dirty. Don't, and I get that. Girls are doing that to get tricked.
They got another nigga who live there. They're like, I'm gonna just hit up Rico when I get out there. That girl doing that in Miami like a motherfucker. I know a bunch of girls be doing that. They be like, they get a nigga fly out, and then they go link with another nigga while they down there. So they be like, man, whichever nigga give me a better time.
But my thing is like, don't be the douchebag, or the butthole. It's just like, well, I hope you can get back
be
home.
who you are, Kenny.
Because first of all, my thing is, if you gonna fly me out, I need a round trip ticket.
No, so in your name, that's the thing. If you, if you
I need a round trip ticket. So even if I don't give you sex or whatever like that, I know I'm gonna get back home.
For sure.
I'm not about to be stranded, like
I guess my thing be like, I feel like
fine nowhere if you can't pay for yourself.
That's my thing.
If I had a daughter, I'm like, hey, don't go on no date with no man that you can't pay for your own food.
All right, that's facts.
Same thing. If you're gonna go fly and go see somebody, don't go nowhere you can't get yourself home.
And then my thing too, I feel like when a guy is dealing with a girl, talking to a girl, you know what type of girl you're dealing with.
Yeah, of course.
From rip. I feel like even if you haven't met face to face, from the conversation, y'all FaceTime, I feel like you know the type of girl you're dealing with. So I feel like if you're dealing with a girl while y'all not talking about sex, don't have in the back of your mind you're gonna get something just because you're flying her out.
Yeah.
No, she really probably just trying to get to know you, get to know you better. So I feel like it really just depends on the type of girl you're dealing with. You're gonna deal with some thoughts that are gonna put it out there, and you fly them out, they might give you some sex, and then they might just be talking a whole bunch of cap, and you probably don't get anything. So I understand you like, well, you find your own way home.
I'm just saying, if you get finesse, you gotta finesse back. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. No. And that's only, and when I say finesse, I mean it literally in the sense of she finessed me into getting here. She sold me a dream. Like, it's not like I was assuming or, I overplayed my hand and she's not going. Obviously, you need to respect that.
So how are you gonna finesse her back? Like,
you cancel in that flight. Like, if I told a girl to come to Miami and then she come, like, let's say Miami, right? Cause I just feel like that's the easiest. Or anywhere. We say LA. It's like, hey, I'm going to LA. I want you to come to LA. Cool. Not even that, cause that's like, cause now I'm inviting her. That's different. Let's say I'm saying I'm going to LA, and she's like, I'm trying to go. Like, oh well, I mean, hey, that's what I'm gonna be. You can pop up. Like, no, I want you to fly me out. What you gonna do for me? We fly out. You know what I'm doing for you. We fly out. Bet. Got your ticket. Boom. Now we both get in LA, and now she acting different. And then let's say we land in LA, and she like not even with me the whole time. She's like, oh, I got family here. I'm gonna run to my family. Well, guess what? When we link, I'm expecting this automatic now, cause it's like, hey, look, I don't know what you was just doing. So, hey, look, what's happening? I'm gonna go ahead and try you right away. I'm trying to see where this is going. If you're like, no, I don't even know you like that, be like, cool. Guess what? I already made that call. That bitch canceled going back. You gotta get it out. Get this shit in blood.
Hey, that's my rule for my players out there who flying people out. Make sure you get the flex ticket, cause that way they pull that shit. Boy, you cancel that shit.
I still don't agree, but I totally get where you're coming from, though. She finessed her way out there, so you're gonna finesse her back. So I get it, but I don't agree with it. But I get it though.
Cause it's like I only say that if you felt disrespected, because to me that's the biggest thing, disrespect. Because I'm gonna respect you till you disrespect me, right? So even if it didn't go right, anything that I was planning to do, I would do regardless, right? It would be a respect factor. We could literally hate each other when we meet, and I'm still gonna take care of the trip because that's just the respectful thing to do. Right. Now, if it was a different type of scenario where I feel like I was finessed into this, I'm gonna figure out some way to get some get back. Just so I can look in the mirror like, damn,
I'm a man, I can stand on that.
At least you can't run around telling folks like, man, this nigga, I use this man.
No.
I'd rather you saying he a fuck nigga than I use this nigga. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
And maybe that's toxic, but I'd rather be a fuck
I feel like, to cut all of that out, I feel like if you're talking to a girl, she's in a different state, I feel like you just fly to her.
That's what I...
To save your own money. So why even go through the process of flying her out? I feel like you fly to her. If you don't get what you want, then you're still in town. You have plenty of options. You can go mingle with somebody else, whatever like that, and do your own thing.
And the real thing is, if you are genuine with wanting to get to know somebody, and you at the point where you flying out to see them, like, y'all gonna fuck. Like, I've flown out to see people before. You gonna have sex if y'all get along. Like,
I mean, right?
Connection is like you know a connection over the phone. It don't matter if, like, you know when it's like the energy's there. You know, like when people say, oh, how did you know this was one? And everybody always say shit like, oh, the vibe was there. Like, it's weird when people don't have any type of vibe and they flying somebody out. That's a different scenario.
I was gonna say also too, like probably the dudes who mainly get finessed too, or the guys who probably do that all the time, and who also have probably money to just toss away. Yeah. Because if you a dude and I'm about to spend, you know, $300 to $500 on a ticket. Well, not now. Shit gonna be way higher now. But
like, then you got $500 on hotel.
Normally, you know, you spending all that like dinner, like this shit gonna cost some blood, sweat, and tears at work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, if I'm gonna bring you on here, like I'm gonna make sure like we got something going on. Yeah, before I waste my money, like that's coming from somebody who actually works hard for days. But if you just a nigga who just got extendable income, like I feel like that's easier for you to have it because you ain't gonna really take that time as much to get to know that girl. You just be like shopping on the internet. You just like, oh, she look cute. Let me holler at her. I'm gonna fly you out. Like you probably not gonna really take that time to get to know her because it don't matter if it don't do shit because you like it's another bag I can get. Like you know if you somebody that shit gonna take a loss, you're gonna be like, nah, she ain't. She kind of giving me mixed emotions about giving it up, or she knows she can give it up, but I just know how to have sex with her. She's gonna be boring as fuck, like you know, because that could be the case too. It might not even be the sexual situation. The sex might be off the chain, but you locked in a room with this shit for like 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's gonna be more painful.
I've had that happen. I've had that.
That's gonna be more painful to me than you not fucking me is me being stuck with you. Like I don't like you. I think that's gonna be more painful to me. If you don't have sex, I'm like, all right, like we gonna handle that shit later. Like you know what I'm saying? That's but true. Like if I stuck with you though, and we just talking about nothing, that shit gonna feel like torture. Like
even worse if they just overly annoying. They just doing too much. It's like y'all done hung out, y'all fuck, everything is good. She's like, man, it's cool. And they just like, how are you feeling right now? How you feel about me? Is this good? Is this gonna be something? Where is it now? Like, yo, can we just keep going with the flow of things?
Right,
like,
where do you see this going?
Yeah, it's like, why you here? You wanna meet my parents? Because now I feel like we go together. Ooh. And now it's just like, this ain't what I thought it was.
Right, that's true.
You know what I mean? That shit be weird, man. Sometimes people don't
know who you're dealing with. I feel like it's all based on who you're dealing with. Like,
let me ask you this: on another kind of vacation, like let's say it wasn't a vacation when you went with somebody. Have you ever fell in love on vacation?
No.
Really?
No.
Have you, Jerell?
Fell in love on vacation?
On vacation.
On
like
vacation.
You go somewhere.
Going somewhere. I did go to Cancun one time. This is probably the only time there's a girl. And I love moments like this. Like it don't come very often. But we was in Cancun, and me and three went to Cancun, and like we just was like out on the beach all day and stuff. And like he just got like hella drunk or something, and like we both got drunk, but he just passed out hella early. But it was kind of like early still, so I was like, man, let me try to find some vibes, like something to do. Like it was hella late, and I was like, I ain't gonna do too much. You know, just because, you know.
Just see the city.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I ended up just meeting this girl who we had met earlier, but she ended up being awake or something. Her hotel was like kind of close to mine. And we just ended up just like talking all night and stuff, just like on the strip and stuff. And, you know, we were just vibing for a while and stuff. And it was just one of those moments where you just kind of like, you know, it's just one of those unexpected happiness type of things, like where you're like, you know, you kind of think the night's over, you kind of think the day's over, and ain't really much else the day can offer. So then we kind of met and kind of started talking, and then it was just kind of like, you know, I won't say I fell for her, but you know, but in that I would say in that moment of time I was there, like, but like once,
it is once you get
yeah, but like for that moment though, like it was, you know, we didn't do nothing, but and so you know it's definitely like all emotion.
You wish I did
and stuff. I mean, I feel like if the circumstance was different, then we probably could have. I mean, I probably could have been like, yo, let me get another room, cause I had a homeboy, and me and my homeboy had a room. Her girls had a room, so it was like,
yeah, I was on the beach though.
Nigga, that shit was dark as fuck.
It be cold, the sand can get wet. I hate the beach.
I'm not cool with that. Like, I would have wanted to be comfortable, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I could have maybe been like, yeah, I can get another room, it's just me and you type shit, but like, I ain't want to ruin it for what it was. So I was just taking it for what it was. Yeah. And then, but I think that's the only time, like, I think I met somebody who was a stranger, like, overseas, so I actually even kicked it with enough to even grow some type of feeling for her. Because I really don't even talk to that many people, like, want to travel enough to even like somebody. Like, you know, barely even talk
I feel like
to
it's the
girls,
same
you
thing
know.
with me. I feel like every time I go on vacation, it's with family or friends. And the times I have went on trips, I've been on solo trips by myself, but it was for work. So like the downtime I had was like going to eat something to eat, but it's like I'm not about to, you know, like I've had dudes come up and talk to me, but I'm not about to really interact with you because my thing is I'm leaving the next day.
Right.
So it's like I mean,
Like, I'm not even gonna torture myself.
right? So I'm not gonna torture myself. It's like I don't know you well enough to even go out with you. I don't feel comfortable. I'm by myself in this state, you know. So it's like I'm good. Like, but I appreciate the conversation while I'm eating dinner or sitting at the bar. Like that's cool, but no, I've never had that experience though before.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. Y'all better than me. I fall in love quick. I fall in love quick. I tell them I love them everything. I love you. They're like, what? I'm like, nah.
But do you mean it? You feel me?
Yeah, I mean it.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, for that particular moment in time that you're enjoying it.
Right.
It be feeling like movie shit. It is not till you get back home that you're like, oh wow, and that shit. But while you there, nah, that shit be real. And it's like y'all have a whole like 3-4 day relationship that's like, you know.
And you don't fell in love that quick?
Hella times. Like hella times. Like,
I mean, is it really love, or is just that you're just so fascinated with the person
It's
you're
love.
talking to, and they just look good?
because this is the thing. It
I
be
mean, you
like,
don't know anything about them.
yeah. I guess we could end it. But I'm gonna say this last thing. The thing is that we both know we not gonna have a lot of time together, so you could be 100% vulnerable. So people will be done tell you their deepest, darkest secret. You done told them their deepest, darkest secret, and now y'all just feel connected, and wherever that go, it go. And then from there, it's just like this place of like, damn, I was so free with you. And then when you get back home, it's just like that shit over with. But that was a vibe while it was there.
Okay, I feel.
But yeah, you know, we're gonna end it there. You know, I say, you know, fall in love whenever you go somewhere if you can, you know, look somebody, feel it. But, you know, tell them where they can find you, you know, because somebody might fly to come fall in love with you.
Okay, you guys, you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is _IamMale__. So you can follow me there.
For sure.
We'll have it in the description below. Make sure y'all tap in all social media platforms, Drunk Towards Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitter, all that.
For sure.